What's going on, guys? It's your boy Chris from the Herbal Riders, and I'm super excited to say that I now have a microphone in my head, which means I can now talk to you guys again. So no more fast-paced videos or anything like that. So today, special day, well, for me anyway, it is the first service of my bike, of my first bike. So super excited to see what it's like after the service, because at the moment obviously I've got to drive really carefully and things like that to run the engine in. Obviously I drive really carefully anyway, but you know. But yeah, no, super excited to see how it feels, because a lot of people have said after the first service, it runs a lot better, because obviously all the old gunk, the new old gunk is coming out, and it's going to be oiled and beautiful, and chains going to be done, and looking forward to a new old bike, if that makes sense. Let me know what you've been up to, guys, in the comments. We've had a really good few ride outs recently, hence why I've done 490 mile in like a week and a half, which is crazy. What I did want to ask you guys though is your opinion on these new gloves, RSTs. So they cost $39.99, and you know what, for like wind protection and that, they're absolutely incredible. My hands feel warm. I feel warm today, even though I do have an underlayer on my layer. I've got some thermals on, obviously, because I woke up this morning and it is brisk, and the roads are a little bit icy, but oh well. But now, guys, I want to make you aware that I do now have a TikTok and an Instagram, which a couple of my mates are helping me sort of like prepare, because obviously I'm old. So trying to get this sorted is quite a bit of a challenge, but it seems to be going well. Apparently we're supposed to be going out for a ride out today, but that is all dependent on what the situation with the missus and kids are. My God, it's cold. So let's give an honest review about the LXR. So the Lexmoto LXR SE125, which is this beast here. So power, let's talk about power quickly. It is a 125, you know, so I think if you're going to expect something ridiculous out of it, then you're delusional. Is it a nice bike? Yes. Does it look aesthetically pleasing? Yes, or I find anyway. It gives you that sport bike look with the smaller engine and cheaper insurance. Obviously for me, because I'm 34, it's a lot cheaper anyway. Have I enjoyed the motorbiking experience? 100%. Like, it's given me like a urge of like freedom and just chilled out mode, you know, and it's just nice. Like, it's so good for your mental health. Like, when you go out for a ride, oh, I've got the trouble shivers then. When you go out for a ride, it's just like no other feeling. You know, there's just, it's like the wind's in your face. When it's not like this sort of weather when it's like really cold. You know, it's absolutely incredible. But again, the only thing I would say is I've had a lot of like electrical problems, but it being something from China and being built, sort of thrown together, you know, it's a cheap sort of way to get into motorbiking, then I'm not really surprised. I had indicator issues because originally the wires that sit down there are, when it obviously was built in the factory, it came over too tight, and when they were getting the bike ready on the day of I was buying it, it decided to go kaput. But you know, it's one of those things. Wet weather, I wouldn't advise taking this out in wet weather. Only reason being is because if you look down there, your ignition switch is really, really exposed, and on these, for some ghastly reason, what they haven't really, well, we'd like to think that they have fixed it, but I don't want to risk it. The O-rings that come with these, that's in the ignition switch, it's quite sensitive, and when they say it does work, does it work? I don't know. But then it's quality, and these guys sort of went, don't get me wrong, it's a quality bike and I love it, but they definitely went for quantity over quality. Just because of how it is, and I've taken the fairing off, just to sort of have a look in the engine, and then the way that the fairing goes back on as well was just a complete and utter ball ache. Well, not a ball ache, but you know, it's just the way it's made, you know. So like that would be the negative really, and the other big negative, which I would say, is grip for the standard tyres. If you're going to be going over 50 or 60 miles an hour, which this lets you do 70, I would definitely advise you to get other tyres, because yeah, with it, when it being sort of winter and stuff like that, the grip is just terrific. So just be careful, you know, that's all I would say, especially for a brand new rider. Like, you know, I'm a brand new rider, but I've been driving for like, what, a month now, riding for about a month. But for someone, you know, who's just getting, like, if you're going out to buy one today, I would definitely just keep your speed down, run your engine in, and then, you know, just take care of yourself, because it can cause you a massive problem. Especially if you slip out. Like the other night I was riding and the back end slipped out and it scared the living daylights out of me. So just keep yourself safe, guys. That's all, you know, that's all I got to say about that. But yeah, like as an overall, like in regards to like a first time bike, yes, there's some drawbacks, yes, there's some negatives, but in the grand scheme of things, are they really negatives? What can you expect from a bike that costs $3,000? That's an entry level bike, you know, that hasn't got all the gizmos and all that sort of stuff. You know, it's just a standard. It looks very nice, don't get me wrong, it looks really expensive. It doesn't look like these sort of thrown together pieces of rubbish. But it does want to go. There you go. 69. So it does, you know, for what you need it for a learner, 69, 70 mile an hour, and it does go up to 80 miles an hour. I'm not saying that I have done that, but allegedly going downhill it works. So yeah, your speed is there, the response is there. Would I possibly like a little bit more throttle response? Yes. But again, you know, it's one of them, innit? It's an entry bike, so how much throttle response are you actually going to get from a 125, you know? But, you know, also on that note, you have to remember it is a 125. You know, this is not a 650 or a 600 CBR, or, you know, this is what it is. You know, so everything, you know, it's definitely above my expectations. And it lane splits pretty well. And it's a comfortable ride as well. So for me, I'm what, 6'5", 6'5.5", 6'6" on a good day, and about what, 17 and a half stone, mate. It's super comfortable, super comfortable. You gonna make it? Yeah. So yeah, that would be my final review on this, guys. Purely for the fact that I'm not going to keep using this for a long time. I think I'm going to try and book my Model 1 and 2 for like maybe the end of January, just so I can sort of get on a bigger bike. My next bike, I was even thinking to get the same one, but a 380, because I've seen some reviews on it, and bloody hell, like. And the thing is, my philosophy on it is I've ridden this, and obviously it will be a lot different in regards to spec and engine and torque and speed and all that sort of stuff, and I'll be able to go on the motorway, which is great. But I already know the bike, and the handlebars here, they're sort of risen, so there's no pressure whatsoever on that wrist. You know, none at all. So, and that's what I like about this bike, is that it's comfortable. And it's a comfortable sports bike slash cruiser, I would say. Which I find is really good. And I like the way they've done that. So you've got some negatives and you've got some positives. Do the negatives outweigh the positives? No, I'd say the positive outweigh the negatives, because, you know, when the bike is needed fixing, it's been in there for like 2 minutes, so they're like easy fixes, so it's not like it's a massive mechanical issue. I've only literally had, touch wood, electrical issues, which have been easy and quick. So yeah, that's what I'd say. Foggy day. So we are now in Marsh Barton, going to get this service done, and then I'm going for a coffee, because I know I said that I was warm, but to be honest, idiot. I am freezing! God damn! And the drivers in Exeter today are just no care in the world. Oh, friend! There's a motorbike. Hello, friend. Oh, he's test driving that. And my hands are so cold right now. I said that these would be really good, but after wearing them, they're horrific. Oh my god! Yeah, he's on a test ride, look. Either that or he's making sure the bike works. Oh, there's this learn a vehicle. I want to learn a vehicle. We can be friends. No, the instructor's in her ear going, no, you're not supposed to be doing that. There's a vehicle oncoming. God, I remember I did my driver's license 17 years ago now. Talk about making me feel old. Come on then, love. Yeah guys, if you haven't already done it, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, turn your notifications on, because I do upload all the time. I'm starting a brand new job though next Monday, yay! But that means I've got to drive all the way up to Redditch, which is going to be a mission. So I've got to leave at 5 in the morning, beat the traffic to be up there at 9, just before Birmingham. So, nevertheless, see, I'm a bike for sure. Somehow I think we are nearly here. God, it's so foggy. Might just go get a suntan. Right, here we are. Tree motorcycles. There we go. This is where I bought this baby from. So, just getting ready for the service. So, here we are. I'll turn the camera off now, guys. And then once it's all done, I'll get back to you. What's a stupid idea to get a bike in the winter? Right, so the bike's gone into Tree Motorcycles for a service. I've left my helmet, which obviously got the camera on, so that's why I'm recording on the phone. But I'm now on my way to Costa to go sit in there and get warm, because otherwise I'm going to freeze to death. I haven't had any breakfast, so I might, this is annoying me, I might get the biggest coffee they can do, plus maybe even a crescent. I need something, man, because I can't feel my hands. But, you know, the next bike's going to be a bit different, because I'll fork a bit of money into like heated grips and things. Because the problem is, what I don't want to do is fork too much money into this bike, because I'm not going to get it back. So, and it's only a learner. If it crashes, if it dies, it dies. But yeah, so anyway guys, stay tuned and let's see how it rides on the way back. Right, service is now complete. So my first service was 500 miles and I bought it in at 500.5. So super happy. It's had an oil change, spark plug change, all of the good stuff. And it seems to be running lovely. I also went over to Costa for some porridge and a gigantic mug of coffee. So I am now as full can be. It's not as cold as well as it was this morning, which is lovely. So all around a good day. So it will be good to sort of, I mean, I can already feel the response. Like I said previously before I dropped it off, the response is a lot better. Ready? Just go boom. So I think it really did need that oil change, because yeah, it didn't have a oil change for 500 miles. So now we're here. Super happy now. Just, it feels like a different bike. Lovely. Whoa. And it's nice now because I don't have to stay at 30 miles an hour the whole time. Well, obviously I do in 30 mile an hour zones, but it doesn't matter if I go above 3,000 revs, which is nice. And I don't know if it's me or just whether it's like a placebo effect, but it feels a lot like responsive and nicer to ride. Sorry. Maybe it's just because I've had my coffee this morning. Oh. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go home now, as I've got washing to do and other great stuff, as a family man should, as I said, because I start. Wow. He's going to a call. So yeah, so I'm going to be ending the video here, guys. Thank you very, very much for coming to watch. I'm Chris from the Urban Riders. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, turn your notifications on, and like I always say in all of my videos, if you fancy joining us on a ride in the Exeter area, or if you're from the southwest and you fancy having a long drive down to Exeter, we do go to places like Paignton, Torquay and Dawlish and just everywhere like that. Then feel free, all you got to do, just put a comment down below the video and I will send you a message and invite you to our private group on Facebook. And yeah, and then I'll see you on the ride. But until then, guys, I will see you in the next one. Take care.